Howdy folks, thank you for coming back to the channel. Thank you so much for your support, for subscribing, for ringing the bell, telling your friends about the channel, getting them to come out and getting involved in this community that we're building here. So today is another pedal fight. Per usual, this is not a fight whatsoever because Emilio of Cornerstone and Jesse Davey of Kingtone are pals. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna just, play them together and show you guys actually how different they are. I've had a lot of people ask me about the similarities between the two. There's gonna be similarities in terms of like overdrive tones and things like that. But what I wanna put to rest is that they are not the same thing whatsoever. So let's take them for a spin. We will pedal fight a bit and I'll try not to play too much, but I can't make any promises, guys. All right, here we go. All right, here we are, folks. Back again at it. And this one is, like I said, we're going to compare the Gladio and Duellist, not in terms of how much alike they are, but actually how different they are. I've had a lot of people asking me about, what's the difference between the Duellist and the Gladio? Should I get this? Should I get that? And I will be honest right up front. I think it depends on the kind of player you are. It depends on the type of music you're playing. If you are more in the boat of Stevie Ray Vaughan and you want to be kind of reaching that tone, the Duellist is the thing for that. If you're looking for more of that smooth, creamy, Dumble, Robin Ford stuff, then you want to check out the Gladio. So I'm going to do a really quick rundown of this stuff. I don't want to spend a ton of time because they are so different and they're so deep. We can go really kind of down a rabbit hole with this stuff. But here's the 2-rock, and this is a Sir Strat, just in standard tuning. So there's the clean tone. Let's start off let's go in the Duellist because it's been a minute. So I'm gonna leave it in the stock setting. So it's got this glass, stock, and fat. I'm gonna leave it in stock today just because, let's do it how the pedal is intended to be heard right off the bat. I love the glass settings and the fat setting. I usually keep the A drive in glass and I usually put the drive B in fat. And today, let's just for argument's sake, let's just leave it how it is. So here's the clean tone again. Here's drive A. As we know, this is more of that tube screamer thing. So here is the first channel of the Gladio. This is going to be more of your, that creamy Dumble thing that's not quite, overdriven as much. To the Duellist. I am on the neck pickup on Strat, so let's go back to, let me turn up the tone just a little bit more on the Duellist. That's where this like Stevie Ray stuff really comes into play. bump up the gain a little bit here. Go to the bridge pickup. I'm going to stay on the Duellist for a second. Back to the Gladio. So, I mean, I hear like a little similarities in terms of, you know, the kind of saturation and creaminess between the two channels, or two pedals, I should say. But I feel like ultimately the Duellist is kind of more bright. It bites a little bit more. This is definitely more kind of creamy, overdriven tones. If I bring this back a little bit, let's see if I can get them to sound kind of similar. All right, so yeah, I mean, you know, you can get there with both of them. I definitely feel like the Duellist has some more bite, I think on purpose, because of the thing that Jesse is going for with this thing, whereas, you know, Emilio's Gladio is very much a different kind of drive. I mean, I guess you could listen to a bunch of different overdrive pedals and kind of come to the conclusion that, you know, they're similar in some way, some fashion. But what I'm finding between these two, and this is the first time I've done this, by the way, what I'm finding between these two is that Jesse's pedal has definitely a little bit more mid-focused and a kind of a brighter attack, which is perfect for that Stevie thing. But the Gladio is much more smooth. It feels like, you know, the punch of the notes is there, but it's got this kind of round edge to it. Let's go to I'm gonna go to the Blues Breaker side. go to this channel. Let me brighten it up a bit on the Gladio. All right, let's stack both on the Duellist. Screaming, as we know, and then both on the Gladio. I don't know, guys. I mean, they're both ripping pedals. I feel very lucky to have both of them. They're just different flavors of overdrive, man. I mean, which one should you get? I don't know. Get them both, man. Depending on the gig you're going to, they can serve different purposes, or put them both on your board, man. What happens if we stack them both together? Should we get crazy and do that? Yeah, let's get crazy. All right. Like Michael Keaton. You want to get crazy in Batman? All right. Don't do that. All right. So, man, it's a hard decision to make for you guys, which one you're going to buy. But honestly, I feel like either way you guys go, you cannot lose. They're both amazing pedals. I think we found out there's some similarities, but not enough to pick one over the other, I don't think. I think they're both equally important for different gigs. If you're a studio musician, you need more of that bitey Stevie thing, then the Duellist is going to be in your bag that day, not the Gladio. If you're going somewhere and you're doing a Larry Carlton or Robin Ford type of a session, then bring the Gladio because it's going to crush it either way. And I think going into any amp, these things will definitely improve your tone. So if you have an amp that you're not too pleased with, but this is one of those, kind of not amp in a box type of a situation, because that's not what the Duellist is. And I wouldn't even say that's what the Gladio is. But like, if you've got an amp that you're not super thrilled with on how it sounds with an overdriven signal, then these are going to get you there easily. So, I don't know. Happy hunting, guys. Try them out. See if you can find a way to plug into both of them, because it really is a treat. It really is. So, all right, guys. Thanks so much for hanging out on the channel again. I really appreciate your support. Make sure you tell your friends. Ring that bell so you know when I'm posting stuff. I have a bunch of great content coming up with At Home with Mark, a bunch of great guests like Ariel Posen, Jason Shadrick from PremierGuitar.com. I've got Alan Evans from Soul Live, Danny Mayer, who also played with Eric Krasno, a bunch of amazing people. John Ricks from the Wood Brothers. It's going to be an awesome month. October is going to be crushing with those At Home with Mark. So make sure you tune in for those. Love you guys. Take it easy. I'll see you later.